Life has to end anyway, so I'm not scared of dying.
My life did end about 9 o'clock this morning.
Well, I work late, too. I work at 3:30 to 3 in the morning. I get 4 hours of sleep. That's rough.
It's impossible. It's unfair.
Some people have to do it, though. But I'm looking over my list here of things to talk about. And there's people that...
You made a list of things to talk about?
Yeah. I've been listening to you the last 3 months, and it just sort of... You hit the spot. You hit the right spot and get people to think. And that's what counts. And a lot of people down here, especially the old people, don't.
You actually had to give some thought and write down, call Lassiter, tell him I'm moving to Alaska to fly planes. You actually had to write that down?
No. Just certain topics that you have been talking about over the last 3 months.
Oh.
I was just going to go down the list.
Okay.
So I got another one here about that petition.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one thing that I can say to people to make them sign? Or are they just going to be stuck in their ways?
Beats me. Let's see, we've sent out about 2,500, but considering the size of the audience that I talked to, it's a pathetically small percentage. Most people just don't understand or care.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people don't understand.
They're too busy planning out their busy lifestyle schedules, with sandcastle competitions at Boatyard Village and the Fat Ladies Bikini Contest up there in Clearwater.
Yeah, I've been here for about 14 months.
Don't forget the garage sale at the Manatee Civic Center.
I've been here for about 14 months, and I haven't done too many exciting things except go to the beach a couple times, going to school and all, and working.
The only exciting thing ever happened to me when I went to the beach is the time I stepped on a hermit crab.
Well, you got the little clams in there. They dig down the sand there. You probably step on a few of those too.
Yeah, but after you go there 2-3 times and you watch the little clams dig down, the novelty kind of wears off.
That's true. That's why I got to go someplace different.
I can understand. Well, have a good time in Alaska.
I will, Guy, and keep up the good work and rip some people apart for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
See, I told you there are no cool people up at this hour of the morning.
To join in the conversation, the number to call in Hills...
Suddenly dawned on me, you see, I keep playing all of these cool people's musical bridges coming back from the breaks. No wonder I'm having such a hard time this morning. I should play something a tad more appropriate for the audience that I have to deal with. Newport Richie, hi, you're on the air at WPLP.
Good morning, Mad Dog.
Well, good morning, Pussycat.
Are you doing penance this morning?
Penance? This is worse than penance.
I'm glad. I have a suggestion for something
I'd rather
really...
sit in old Sparky for 3 hours.
I have a suggestion for something really exciting for your audience to do this weekend. They ought to drive up here to Newport Richie and join the caravan to see the Reverend Richard Dorch's home on the Gulf.
Is that anywhere near you?
You bet. In fact, my neighbors are so mad they're beginning to get up petitions. They're saying things like, there goes the neighborhood.
Have you ever noticed what scumbags we draw down here? Richard Dorch, Donald Regan.
It's terrible. I mean, but the interesting thing is...
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Mad Dog, you know what? My neighbors didn't get so excited at first about Dorch because they were saying things like, what's a little hush money to a conservative virgin, I mean, they weren't really uptight about that. But when they found out that he was taking 2 homestead exemptions, then they really got furious.
Double Dipper Dorch.
Oh, yes. But it is exciting, and that guy who has Tears by Tammy could make a fortune if he came up here and stood on the corner in front of Dorch's house.
Well, there's probably something else you could sell, and no doubt you could get more of them, and that is tax-exempt applications.
Oh, absolutely.
Signed by Richard Dorch.
That would sell big, too. We had a busload of card table is set up. I have these maps that direct people to Dorch's house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not selling them, though. I'm giving them away because I think in the Christian spirit.
Whatever happened to good street names like Maple and Elm?
We don't have any of those up here. We have Pelican Way.
Pelican Way and Topsail.
Pelican Way is where the Dorch house is.
You have Poop Deck Road, perhaps.
We have Poop Deck Road, yes. And we have...
Whoops, let me check the list, make sure I can say that.
Oh, you can say that.
Oh, grief, not before 1:30.
Let me tell you, though, just one thing. We have busloads of born-again Pentecostals coming in here with signs on the side of the bus that say forgiven. And all kinds of interesting people are coming here to...
Yeah, I understand the Dorches used to go to the tax collector's office and ask for forgiveness too.
Oh, right.
Forgiveness of $25,000 of assessment.
Right. Well, I'm really bummed out to find out I have a neighbor like the Reverend Richard Dorch, and I'm very happy to tell you that his house is up for sale. So if anybody out there has got $260,000, they can buy it.
Well, now we know what he was talking about last week when he kept saying on the television, I've done things in my life I need to be forgiven for.
Oh, you bet. No wonder he was wearing that little pin and trying to push it that said forgiven. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice talking with you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. St. Pete, you're on the air, WPLP.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
I was just wondering, why don't you like the beaches and the sandcastles and everything?
Well, I have nothing against sandcastles. I've built many sandcastles in my life, and I hope to build one or two more before it's all over. But to say that a sandcastle building competition is one of the highlights of the, exciting weekend in Tampa Bay, that's really pushing.
Oh.
I love sandcastles. I think sandcastles are neat. But to go out to a drained swamp, Boatyard Village, where they had to truck in some sand so that some bozos could build a couple of sandcastles and then expect people to come out night and day for the next 2 months to look at them and call that one of the cultural highlights of the season. No, that's my only problem.
Oh. I heard you went to North Carolina.
I've been in North Carolina, sure.
Did you like it?
Oh, it's a great state. Fantastic state. You got everything you could ever want. Mountains, deserted coastline, sand dunes. Beautiful, beautiful state.
Oh. Did you go skiing?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I used to live in Norfolk, Virginia, and I had a Jeep, so I used to go down to the Outer Banks with great regularity. So that, because you couldn't drive on the beach in Virginia, but you could in North Carolina. On the air at WPLP.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
I wonder if Carolyn is still listening.
I'm
because
sure.
if she is, I would like her to send her procession right over here when they're through looking at that big house over where she lives.
What kind of stuff do you have in Lakeland?
No, it's in Winter Haven, but quite close to us.
Ah, yes, his other house.
And our Polk County appraiser is turning his files over to the state's attorney's office for investigation for homestead fraud.
Oh, goody, goody, goody.
It gets messier and messier all the time with these holy people, doesn't it?
And that's right. Besides, in Winter Haven, that's where Paula Hawkins is from.
Yes, that's right.
You could set up your own
No, excuse me, Bob. She's
map
from
of the
Winter
stars
Park.
homes.
She's from
Yard Village, where people standing in line for a good seat to see the fat ladies bikini contest in Clearwater Beach. This is what I have to deal with. This is not fair. Land O'Lakes, you're on the air at WPLP.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I want you to know I'm cool. I'm getting ready to go to Sunken Gardens for the afternoon.
Oh, brother, figures. Going to do your Christmas shopping early at the gift shop, huh?
Well, they do have the greatest gift shop in the South there. I do.
Yeah, sure, if you're into carved coconuts. Or coved coconuts, as the case may be.
Yes. Also pink flamingos.
Ah, right.
Love those.
And aquamarine flamingos, too.
Hey, I was in Miami last couple of days. Of course, being a talk show junkie, I listened down there also.
Mm-hmm.
One of the topics of conversation was Michael Reagan's book. Have you heard about his charge?
Yes, I have.
Have you talked about it?
No, I haven't.
I was just curious, that apparently he was sexually molested as a child.
That's what he says now, I believe, at the age of 7.
And the reason that he...
You think that's a heavy charge? Wait till the book comes out.
I think for someone... And also, I was listening to the news person of the week on ABC.
Uh-huh.
Had the woman who turned in the conservative fundraiser. Oh, what's his name?
Oh, grief. Begins with a C.
Yeah.
But I cannot think of it off the top of my head.
Amazing thing is
Which is terrible.
who talk patriotism and stopping the communists and whatever. She said her most telling thing that really upset her about him was when they took a trip to Germany and he was very much a fan of Adolf Hitler.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. He said lots of flattering things about Hitler. Big fan of his. And I'm sort of a person that sits back and looks and watches.
You know, that really shouldn't be surprising because here is a man who has no respect or regard whatsoever for our own system of laws. So why not?
Don't you think, though, that true conservatives, you are blaming a lot of times the Christians for not speaking out against the TV evangelists?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you also think those true conservatives out there who basically believe in the literal interpretation of the Constitution, those people should be speaking out against these neo-Nazis, these far-right, these wildmans, and people such as this?
Yes, they should be.
That's
yes,
where
indeed, they should be.
Because there's a lot of conservative points of view.
And I can only think of one who has, and that's Barry Goldwater. And Barry's an old man and just not able to really get involved in any type of ongoing campaign.
That is true. And even someone who is going to be most likely the Republican nominee, George Bush, who should be speaking out, is instead crawling in bed with these people.
Oh, well, George, who knows where George Bush stands? It changes every 4 years.
I think definitely you can see which way he's headed. But I was just curious because in Miami it was a big topic of conversation that a person who speaks so strongly about the family and about religion and about good returning.
From the WPLP News Center, I'm Mike Hennessy to WPLP Radio. Now, just think, what would happen if everybody you knew were to become as smart and well-informed as you and had your good taste? Why, there's no end to what we could accomplish. So quickly and tastefully, tell everyone you know about WPLP. Tell them about the Bay Area's most interesting, most informative, most entertaining radio station and what it's meant to you. And soon, we'll all be better off for it. Thank you for telling a friend about WPLP.
Gentlemen, may I present to you the scourge of the shuffleboard set, the man the Trailer Court Association would like to run out of town, Tampa Bay's top banana of talk, the monstrous Mad Dog Bob Lassiter.
10 minutes after the hour of 11 o'clock, welcome back to the merciful third and final hour for the Saturday morning, the second day in the month of May, 1987. A couple of notes to pass along. The parking lot at the Kmart is all congested. We recommend that you go either to the Family Mart or to Scotty's. The Buckeye Bucks won the shuffle-off this morning against the Minnesota Masters at the Pink Pelican Trailer Court. The Rocket 88 Antique Car Club will be meeting this afternoon in the parking lot at Biff Burgers in St. Petersburg. There's a Tupperware seminar going on as we speak in Largo, but there's still time to get over to that. And the Avon Bottle Collectors Association will be meeting at the Moose Lodge in Lutz. They'll be displaying many Avon bottles, some of them dating back as far as 1973. That should be exciting. They're the kind of things going on in Tampa Bay this weekend. We just thought we'd bring them to you. Here's a news item. This is for real, too. The U.S. Department of Agriculture will spread thousands of sterile screwworms around a 50-mile area centered on Miami International Airport tomorrow morning. The project is designed to stop a possible outbreak of the pest in the Miami area. God knows we don't want any screwworms running around. Gulfport, you're on the air at WPLP.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Cool people don't get up in the morning. Bob, some nights I don't even go to bed.
Well, all right. You sound like a cool person.
Well, I'm a crazy lady.
But then I've talked to many people this morning who never go to bed.
Oh, hey, they're my kind of people.
That's half the problem with them.
Party people, huh?
Party people, right.
Yeah, I can't get over the fact that we haven't heard from any priests about why they, no, don't go outdoors, sweetheart. My little girl from next door, she's naked.
Oh, I thought you were talking to your husband or something.
She's a beauty. But anyway, her mother probably doesn't know where she is. She lives here half the time. I dig kids. But anyway, I got to talk about Reagan. He's the only president we've ever had who talks so much about religion, and he's never gone to church. But I'll get Tim on that this afternoon. And, Bob, when are we going to have our party at Gulfport?
Have our party at Gulfport?
Yeah, we've got terrific music.
How could you party at Gulfport?
We've got to have our party because, we've got this terrific music every day.
The only kind of party I know of in Gulfport's a Tupperware party.
Hey, listen, we've got good music on Wednesdays and Thursdays from the big bands.
Oh, really?
Some terrific, oh my God, Patty can really belt out a song. She's super. And you could use my house as a modus operandi. I'm right across the street.
I beg your pardon?
You can use my house as a modus operandi.
That just takes my breath away.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why would it?
I don't know, but it just does.
I'm just sorry Mary got you first. But anyway.
Well, it wasn't first, but she got me.
Oh, she's got you, baby. She's got you. I can tell. But listen, I would like some of those so far petitions, but I'm a very busy broad. Could you mail me about 14 if I hang on?
If you hang on?
Yeah, baby, I'll hang right in there because I can get 14, no problem for a crazy lady.
Okay, I'll put you on hold and Michael will get your address.
Thank you, baby.
All right.
Y'all come.
There we go.
If we don't have the party on the beach, we're going to have one at my house.
Okay.
Bye, love.
Put you on hold. There you go. Tampa, you're on here at WPLP.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
You know, I have always wondered what cool meant when it referred to people, but now I have figured it out. On the thermometer, 40 to about 55 is considered cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we take that and equate that with the IQ chart, 40 to 50 would be about right on that. And from your dissertation this morning, I can only say, keep cool, Bob. When ignorance
this woman's
is
trying to
bliss
insult
and
me.
Folly to be wise.
This woman is definitely trying to insult me. Definitely trying to insult me. Of course, she has sat there and listened to it for 2 hours and 15 minutes now. Pinellas Park, hi, you're on the air at WPLP.
Top of the morning to you, what is it, morning or night? I don't know yet.
Well, I think the sun's about ready to come up now.
Is that what that is hurting my eyes?
I believe so.
Hey, look, I heard on the program last night you recommended a pizza place to a young lady about 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir, Vesuvio's.
Vesuvio's, right. So I jumped in the car and went down there, and I got to say, fella, you got good taste.
Best pizza that I've encountered in the area.
We've been looking for a place for a long time. Most of these places don't know the first thing about how to make one, and I stood there and watched them put it right on the rock and cook it right on the rock. And I figured, okay, we're going to get a pizza, and boy, we did. It was delicious. I thought I'd pass that on, that I appreciate your good taste in food.
You're quite welcome. They've never disappointed me. I've had perhaps 3 or 4 dozen pizzas from there. They're always exactly the same, and they're always delicious.
Well, they're real nice people, too. I got to talk to the man and wife and the 2 little boys there.
Ah, yes, Angelo and his wife.
Yeah, and, but by the way, you know, these holy people,
Uh-huh.
the TV evangelists, too, I just happen to flip through my mind. You know, they're so holy, but I'm surprised nobody can see through them.
How's that?
Well, if you're holy, you ought to be able to see through you, right?
I see. Kind of like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep. And about Ronnie and Nancy.
Yes.
Years ago in the gun club up in Chicago, there was a couple that used to come there, and they were trying to educate all the shooters in the club that everybody should be socially inclined, if you know what I'm saying. And they would appear in his and her ski suits, and they dressed alike, and they remained aloof from the rest of us common people.
Mm-hmm.
And in all these years, I never forgot that couple until Ronnie and Nancy got in the White House, and I thought, my God, there's an exact duplicate of that pair in Chicago. And I guess from the way the books are being written, I had them about figured right.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Take care, my boy.
I'll try.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
So long.
I am in desperate need of cool callers. And I've gone through 2 hours and 15 minutes of agony this morning. Agony, all these uncool people. And now I know that cool people don't get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, but the cool people should be starting to get up by now. Let me give you the telephone numbers. Hillsborough, 224-0057. Pinellas, 393-0057. See, I'm not used to dealing with the kind of people that get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Whew. St. Petersburg, you're on the air at WPLP.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing, Bob?
Fine. Are you a cool person?
Oh, I have to be after you hear the news was on this morning.
Okay.
Tammy and Jim was on Good Morning America and advertising, begging people to give him a job. And this Jim, he got a job offer for a salesman for $22,000 a year.
Right, at WQNY in Ithaca, New York.
Or QZoo. And Penny, she asked all the doctors throughout the United States if they had an opening for her. She'd like to work in a doctor's office.
No, I think that would be an excellent place for her.
Yes, sir. It'd be a supplier, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'll tell you, that bunch is nuts. You know they're going to come out smelling like a rose.
You think so?
Well, they couldn't. I don't know. There's so many gullible people. They're going to come out of this richer than they've ever been. You watch.
Well, they should get a very hefty advance on their book.
Oh,
I'd read the book.
Oh, I wouldn't waste my money on it.
Well, I'm not going to waste my money. What I'll do is, I'm fortunate I have the kind of job where we can contact the publisher and ask them to send us a copy.
Well, that's the only way I'd read it. But they're going to come out...
Well, I'll pass it along to you when I'm finished.
Huh?
I'll pass it along to you when I'm finished with it.
Oh, bless you. We'll...
See the radio, and it's really confusing me because there's a delayed reaction.
That's right, Matt.
I have to get out of the room because I'm confusing myself.
Yes, you should.
I'd like to do my Edith Bunker imitation.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can I do it?
What are you having for lunch this afternoon, Matt? Spam, egg salad, and tang?
No. Oh, yeah, I inhaled it. I used to shake it up and put it in front of my brother's face, and the mist would suffocate him.
What, the egg salad?
No, the, tang.
Tang. You used to inhale tang.
Well, no, I used to, oh, well, anyway.
That's okay. When I was young, we used to smoke banana skins, but that's okay,
Yeah, I've heard about that, yeah.
I'll bet you have.
But,
you ever tried it, Matt?
I was just over, no.
Do you have any bananas in the house?
Excuse me?
Do you have any bananas in the house?
No, I don't.
Well, what do you have? What kind of fruit do you have?
We have, my dad has a garden. We have vegetables, and we have, all kinds of...
Do you have any carrots in the vegetable garden, Nat?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you take up some carrots, grind them up very finely, let them sit out in the sun for a couple of hours until they get good and dry, wrap them in newspaper and smoke them.
Hey, that's great. That's a great idea. No, I'm not really into drugs or anything. But,
well, it's not drugs. They're carrots.
Tammy Baker, was the winner of that...
She's into drugs.
...contest that you were talking about.
Uh-huh.
And I saw her rubbing, lotion on one of the lifeguards, and, I don't know, I didn't want to tell anybody about it. But do you want to hear my Edith Bunker imitation? Because
Your Edith Bunker imitation?
I mean, is that alright with you?
Oh, sure.
Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Archie! Gloria! Oh.
Is that good or what?
Oh, that is, or what?
Yeah, I do imitations once in a while.
You do? Who else do you do, Nat?
I do my father, which irritates him a great deal.
Let's hear that.
Son. Well, he uses profanity. I don't want to use it.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. Substitute the word cheesecake for the profanity. Let's hear your father again.
Cheesecake. Oh, why'd you do that, son? You messed everything up. Well, it's not very good, but,
Well, we've never heard your father before. How do we know whether it's good? Sounded better than Edith Bunker.
Oh, I know. Oh, it did?
Sure.
Oh, I thought you liked it. Oh, well. This is insane. I've never...